Hello folks, welcome back to another episode. In this episode, we are going to discuss about stevia. Stevia is a sugar substitute plant with 0 calorie, and this plant you can use to sweeten your beverage such as tea and coffee. And you can grow this stevia in closed environment such as greenhouse, where you can use the pot. If you grow stevia in greenhouse, there is high chance you can get high quality leaves, especially when you are extracting leaf as your main product. Stevia can grow well in open field when you consider this good agricultural practice. The use of plastic mulch, which help to control the weeds and improve the moisture content. Use of raised bed. Use of irrigation method. You can choose any type of irrigation method which is cheap for you. In this field, we are using sprinkler irrigation. You can use also furrow and other method. However, this crop doesn't need a lot of moisture because they are very susceptible to fungal disease. Too much moisture can cause rotting, which is very serious problem in these crops because it's reduced the quality of the crop. Another stuff to consider is weedings. You can use machine hand weedings if you use plastic mulch so that you control the weeds. It's not going to be very challenging because the plastic mulch help to cut the amount of the weeds. The biggest challenge with this crop is propagation, especially when you want to use the seed, because the seed of this crop, they are very small. Germination percentage is very low. So it is advised to use cuttings. So you sow the seed in the greenhouse in the first season, and you keep that seed grow because the growth of seedling is very small. So it's very slowly. It takes long time for the seed, and then after it can be transplanted. If you sow the seed direct, it will take a lot of time and it will be difficult for you to get a good harvest because the main product of this crop is the leaves. You can harvest the leaves and you apply the leaves direct because this is a natural sweetener. We use these leaves as a substitute of the sugar. Some companies they use to make the diets like soda diets and other products. So and other company they decide to harvest this and they dry. After drying, and then they can extract other products such as crude stevia. Another practice I want to share with you is fertilizer. Fertilization. The best combination is use of NPK. When you use NPK, the result is very good. When you use nitrogen and potassium, you can see the result is not as good with NPK combination. When you use any nitrogen and phosphorus, the result is also not very good. When you take nitrogen out of the equation, the result is reduced. And when you don't use the fertilizer, the result is very poor. Nitrogen is very important in this crop. The second one is the use of organic fertilizer such as manure. If you use a lot of manure, you get low results. And if you reduce like this 10 tons, you can see what you're getting. And if you keep reducing to a certain amount, like 8 tons, you can see the results. The best we get is 6 tons, which give the high yield. Lower than that, the yield also reduce. So it's very important to apply the fertilizer because with fertilizer you can see how the vigor of the plants. There is another technique you can use also. I mentioned the raised bed and the non-raised bed, with raised bed and without raised bed. So flat and the ridge. Also the use of different varieties. This is a sweetener, so it's a sugar substitute. However, it's not replacing the sugar complete. but it's very good for people who want to reduce the weight, because this stevia, they have low calorie, they have no carbohydrate, they have no artificial ingredients, so that it cannot spike the insulin, especially for people who are suffering with diabetes. So this one is a good substitute for them, because this stevia is approximate 100 to 300 times sweeter than the regular sugar. So you can harvest with machine, or you can thresh and dry. Most of country, they don't accept this kind of the crude stevia, because they don't have enough information about the health. But most countries, they accept to use the leaves extract, where they can make sugar. Yeah, you can say sugar, but it's the stevia powder. This company extract the stevia. The leaves are the main product, and the stevia powder. If you find this video is useful in one way or another, please give it a like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.